This is an emergency broadcast. This broadcast concerns an individual identified as Thomas Rourke, a 33-year-old freelance photographer from Iowa who ventured into the wilderness on a solo hiking trip and came back with something terrifying. Thomas wasn't seeking attention. He wasn't hunting for mystery. He was simply trying to clear his mind. The pressures of life had built too high: work, family matters, insomnia. So he set off into the woods, seeking solace. 2 days, 1 night. Pine Hollow Trail. For hours from his residence. Remote enough for silence. Short enough to feel safe. But there's a reason most locals don't speak of Pine Hollow. Thomas had packed light: a one-person tent, headlamp, water filter, pocket knife, notebook, and camera. He'd recently felt a compulsion to document everything. Like something unseen had started keeping its own records. The trail was not marked well, just a decaying wooden sign reading Pine Hollow Trail, letters faded and splintered. The map was useless. Water-stained, sun-bleached. Landmarks gone. Still, Thomas entered. Confident. Prepared. For the first few hours, everything was normal. Trees waking from winter. Air thick with spring decay. Wind brushing through branches. It almost gave him peace, until he saw the tree, split in half. Not burnt, not scorched, just ruptured from within like something had forced its way out. Then came the sound. Not a snap, not a rustle, a hoof. One hoof, heavy, measured, close. He turned. Nothing. No birds, no bugs, just wind. And a feeling ancient and cold of being seen. He walked on, and then movement. A pale form slipping between trees. Too tall, too smooth. He told himself it was a deer, but its neck, it stretched wrong. Too long, too flexible. It watched him, without fear. That night, he camped near a creek. Didn't eat. Didn't write. He just listened. No frogs. No crickets. Not even wind. Only the slow, crunching steps circling his tent. Every time he turned toward it, silence. It wanted him to know it was there. Just before dawn, he saw it. Between 2 trees. Still, its legs bent backward. He blinked. It vanished. He left before sunrise. But the trail had changed. The path curved the wrong way. Ground sloped where it hadn't. His compass spun once, then pointed northwest. Pine Hollow was supposed to loop east. He followed it anyway. Then came the carcass. Not just a dead deer. A message. The body arranged in a star, legs splayed. Ribcage peeled open. Head gone. Spine twisted into a spiral. At the center, a cairn of stones. Atop it, a single antler. Not broken. Plucked. He kept moving. Hours blurred. Every turn led deeper. Trees copied themselves. The sound of his steps, wrong. Hollow, like the forest had more space than it should. Then, the cave. Unassuming. Just a hole in a mossy hill. But it hadn't been there before. He entered. The walls were damp, reeking of wet copper. There were claw marks, long, deep gouges. 4%. Then, the hoof steps returned. This time, behind him. He turned. It was there. Too tall. Too still. Its eyes did not reflect light. They swallowed it. Its mouth, a stretched ring of skin. No teeth. Just flesh pulling back too far. And it smiled. Not with joy. Not with familiarity. With intent. Thomas raised his knife. It didn't move. Instead, it spoke. Not aloud. Inside his head. A voice like branches breaking underwater. You see now. Thomas didn't respond. It didn't need him to. You see, but you do not know. He backed away, legs numb with terror, got 10 steps. Then it lunged, not at him, around him, like smoke, like shadow warped by gravity. He fled the cave, but the forest was different. The trees leaned in. The air felt thicker. His shadow bent the wrong direction, toward the sun. He ran until collapse near a ravine. No compass, no knife, just his camera. Later, reviewing the photos, one shot stood out. Blurry, white, bent, watching, antlers like fingers, legs like snapped stilts. And behind it, on the tree, a symbol. A ring of thorns around a backward bent figure. Smiling. Thomas burned the film. But it was already too late, because it had followed him home. And last night at 3:12 a.m., he awoke to hooves. On his hardwood floor. Circling his bed. 3 times. Then, the voice. You see, but you do not know. And when he turned on the light, there were antlers above his door, still wet. If you live near the Pine Hollow region or have recently experienced symptoms of time disorientation, compass malfunctions, persistent insomnia, or heard hoofsteps without a source, do not investigate. Do not enter the woods. Report sightings to local authorities immediately. This has been a Category 3 phenomenon report. Stay alert. Stay inside. And if you wake at 3:12 a.m., do not turn on the light.